Throughout human existence, one of our greatest discussions has been whether we shape our technology or does technology shape us. Hi, I'm Jonathan Berman and I'm one of the jury members on the inaugural 2020 MMOCA Film Festival. As a director of photography, I started out my career shooting standard definition before moving over to high definition. The framing of the shot was always horizontal, as that was the requirement of what we used to broadcast on. First on TV, and later on desktops and laptops using the internet. Today, most people are accessing video content through a mobile phone. According to eMarketer.com, 75% of the worldwide video is viewed on a mobile device. So you may be asking, what has this got to do with filmmaking? Well, this video is going to argue for the use of the vertical frame when we create content that is destined to be broadcast on a mobile phone. Think about it. When you engage with your mobile phone, most of the time you're holding it vertically. When you take photos and videos of your family, you probably do it with a phone in the vertical position. So why do we still film horizontally when shooting for mobile? This, I believe, is where technology is changing our behavior. Not in an AI way, but simply how we should create mobile content. As early adopters of mobile filmmaking, we are in a really strong position to define the visual language of the vertical frame. We're all very fortunate to be at this place and time in world history. What we develop today will be used for future generations. So, why is the vertical frame so amazing? For us to shoot a long shot of a person, that is, from head to toe, in a normal horizontal frame, we'd have to either tilt up or move or frame the person that they are very small in the horizontal 16:9 frame. Now, when we're shooting in vertical, we can frame the person up nice and large as they fill the mobile screen without having to move the camera. Vertical has a major benefit when shooting fashion, dancing, sport, and even music videos where performance is required. The vertical frame is also really handy when shooting subject matter that has long vertical lines. It could be a car driving off to the distance on a road. How about a plane flying overhead? All we need to do is hold the camera still and allow the action to unfold. The main downside to shooting vertically is when we conduct interviews. In a traditional 16:9 frame, it is really easy to frame up your subject either left or right of frame and ask them to talk to someone off screen, an interview off screen. To some degree, this has been solved by another behavior of ours, and that is the selfie. Traditional journalism would always require for a subject to talk to someone off camera. Breaking the fourth wall was an absolute no-no. We have become very used to using our selfie cameras. We take photos with the selfie camera. We talk straight into camera when we do recordings. The PTC, or piece to camera, was the traditional realm of only the professional journalist. But today, everyone's using it. More and more people, when answering questions, talk directly into a camera. This can be seen in the rise of the TikTok nation. The subjective eyeline has become a very normal procedure. There are obviously shortfalls in the vertical frame-up. If we need to show a subject moving from left to right, then we need to pan with that subject, as opposed to holding the frame still as they move through it. Remember, when you move the camera, there must be a reason for moving it. Most mobile cameras have a very wide angle lens. This means for you to get a close-up of your subject, you'd often have to cut their ears off and have to position the camera quite close to your subject. This could often be well within the realm of their comfortable personal space. Another dilemma we face when shooting in vertical for mobile is it is very difficult to use on other traditional mediums. Let me explain. The vertical frame is 9:16. Generally shooting in HD, it would be 1080 by 1920. If we had to use the vertical shot on a traditional 16:9 frame, we could find the following things happening. Firstly, we have a vertical frame in the center with black letterboxing left and right, or there is a blurred outer image of our vertical content. Secondly, if we had to fit the vertical frame into a horizontal frame, we'd have to scale up our video, and as a result, we'd lose quality and some part of our framing. Thirdly, by following this workflow, it is very difficult to actually frame up for both formats when you are shooting. If you are needing to shoot on a mobile phone but would still like to use the content on traditional mediums, then it is still better to shoot in 16:9 horizontal. In this way, you can still fill the whole frame and crop in for square on mobile. With all that in mind, we would just like to reaffirm that there is a place for the vertical frame in our filmmaking world. All the social media environments accept vertical content, and the frame is filled when viewing on them. We are accepting films created in the vertical frame up at the MMOCA Film Festival. To finish off, we have started gathering data on what filmmakers prefer when framing in vertical. This is being done through a research survey which is available for everyone to fill in. The link will be shared below this video. When you take part in the research, we will share that data with you. Thanks for watching this video. Thanks for being part of the MMOCA Film Festival. And finally, thanks for being part of the vertical frame evolution.